In today's Sharp Saturday video, we're going to do something I very rarely do. We're going to do an actual unboxing video of a really cool Sharp something from the folks at Spyderco. Inside this box is a Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight in Maxamet steel. And I thought we'd just kind of do the whole unboxing thing to show you what you get from start to finish. Coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me for today's Sharp Saturday video, where it's Saturday and we take a look at something sharp. And like I said, today that something sharp is inside this box that has not been opened yet. It's the Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight in Maxamet steel. But first, today's words of wisdom from the Bible. Today's words are from the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31, this time in the NASB translation. Treat people the same way you want them to treat you. That's just good advice, period, no matter what book it came from, right? So anyway, also a big thank you to my friends at XS Sites for sponsoring today's video and for being a channel sponsor. I was literally a paying customer of XS Sites for years, buying their products with my own money before they reached out to me and asked about becoming a sponsor. I said, of course, because they are literally the only sites that I trust my life to and have trusted my life to for years now on any pistol that I carry to protect myself and my family. XS Sights are made in the USA. They're the fastest sights in any lights, and SOP 15 is a code that you might want to use somewhere that you'd be glad you did. So thanks to XS Sights for being a channel sponsor and for making products that I can trust my and my family's life to. Now, an unboxing. So I guess I have to move the camera down and get it kind of vertical because that's the way you do those things, right? I never do them, like I said, but I just thought it'd be cool kind of show you that this straight out of the box. I've not done anything to this blade or anything like that, not sharpened it, not done anything. Going to show you what you might expect if you get something like this from my friends at Spyderco. Let's get you down to the old tabletop here. You want to? Alrighty, so here's the Spyderco box for the Sage 5 Lightweight Maxamet, and without any further ado, let's just open this thing up. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. It comes in a nice package, little bag, perfectly sealed off, has a little moisture absorber in here because this knife came from Taiwan. Just before we open this, let me just put it there. I'll show you what else is in the box here. So there's a little notice that says Spyderco. This knife has a high carbon, high performance blade, and so it could rust. It's not a stainless steel. It's not rust free. So let you know that. Little product warranty guide, and this actually tells you about the Maxamet steel. And pause the video and read it if you want to. It's pretty daggum interesting. Maybe I'll mention a couple of these things when we look at the knife. And then also the cool little Spyderco sticker. There you go. And product and information guide. And this is not just some random, some generic thing. This is actually about this particular knife, and it's got some pretty cool information in there as well. So you can pause it and read that if you want to. And I'll probably mention a couple of those things also when we look at the knife. Now, so that's all the everything but the sharp stuff, and this thing is sealed up pretty good. So I'm going to take another Maxamet blade, this is the very first knife, Spyderco knife I ever had. It was given to me by Eric Glesser, the president of Spyderco, the founder's son, a bunch of years ago at SHOT Show, and it quickly became one of my favorite knives ever. So this thing is at least, well, I've had it maybe 10 years, I guess, maybe not quite 10, 9 or 10 years, and so I like it a lot. So anyway, I'm going to just go ahead and open this one with it. And by the way, this one has never ever been sharpened, and it still works okay. It could stand a little touch up now, but get that out of the way. So which one was this? I forget which one this was. Mannix, I'm sorry, this is a Mannix 2 Maxamet, and this is the Sage 5 Maxamet. As you can see, it's a little smaller knife. And we'll get the old one out of the way. This one has some differences in it. Let's talk about the specs, and then I'll read you a couple of little details and facts from the information books they sent with it. So first of all, this thing has a closed length, the Sage, Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight again, closed length of 4.17 inches, or for those of you still stuck in that old metric system, that would be 106 millimeters. An open overall length of 7.13 inches or 181 millimeters. As I said, the steel is Maxamet steel, and the blade length is 3 inches with an edge length of 2.64 inches. This is a non-serrated version. Blade thickness is 0.118 inches or 3 millimeters, and the grind is a full flat grind, so that thickness is at the spine. It starts tapering immediately and goes down to a secondary bevel there. The handle is a fiberglass reinforced nylon and a compression lock. This knife weighs 3 ounces or 84 grams, and it has a ambidextrous tip-up open lightweight pocket clip. I really like these pocket clips. They're smooth. They don't scratch you if you got it in your pocket or whatever when you reach in with your hand. If you reach your hand into your pocket. So it's ambidextrous tip up, which is, I think, the right way to carry it, and it's made in Taiwan. And this MSRP on this knife is a premium knife. It's $345. Right now on Blade HQ it is $259 with free shipping. So let's talk about the couple things I think are cool, and then we'll do a little bit of science here. So first of all, let's talk about the steel. Maxamet is produced by Carpenter Technologies, and it was developed specifically to use in the rollers of their state-of-art steel rolling. So basically, Maxamet was a tool steel created to work with other steels. And Spyderco was one of only a handful of companies that figured out the best way to machine, heat treat, and grind this advanced alloy into a high-performance blade. Okay, so that's a little bit about the Maxamet steel, but what about the Sage 5 lightweight knife itself? So this knife is part of the ongoing Sage series from Spyderco, and every knife in the Sage series features the same basic design features. It has a full flat grind, a leaf-shaped blade, ergonomic handle design with a textured little choil here and thumb grip here, so you get nice control there. And they all have a reversible wire clip tip up, which I like. So those are all the features no matter what handles they have. However, each knife also highlights a specific lock design. This one highlights the compression lock, which was invented by Spyderco's co-founder, Sal Glesser. People think it's just a reverse frame lock, but it's not really the same. What I like about this, and I've showed you this on the other knives, is you can close it one-handed. Your fingers are never in the way. They never get in between that blade. It's also a lot stronger than a traditional frame lock, or liner lock. And the little pamphlet that comes with it tells you really a lot about that. I learned a lot of stuff I didn't know. Also, this one is being a lightweight. It features their fiberglass reinforced nylon scales and their bidirectional texture pattern. So that gives you really good grip and good traction even in wet or whatever conditions, if your hand's sweaty or whatever. And this knife, I wear medium gloves. It feels really good in my hand. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw these leaf design blades like the one on my Mannix, I thought that's a little unusual. I'm used to a blade being thinner and narrower, but I really have grown to like these. It's a really good design. So anyway, all right, so we talked about it, showed some close-ups, gave you maybe a few details you might not have known, but what about the science? Because you know we're all about the science here. And one of the tests I like to do on every single knife, every single bladed implement, is to test the sharpness. And to do so, because we're about the science, I like to maintain strict protocol and use the internationally standard sharpness test, the redneck sharp test. So I think we'll do that now. So let's get the testing medium in frame, and let's just have a look and see. Oh my gosh. Would you just look at all that hard there? Wait, I'm going to leave it right there where you can see it. Now, what about the other side? I like to be equal. And again, I'm just holding this thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Yep, we're going to give this one the Did Not Get the Memo Yak Shaving Sharp Award. As usual, Spyderco, by golly, out of the box, shave a yak sharp. But wait, you say, surely there's more. We haven't screwed the white balance up on our camera yet. Let's do that now. A little paper. Let's see how it... Okay, I hope that wasn't too painful. Like I said, if you've seen the channel, you know that I almost never ever do unboxing videos and show what all comes with them, the stickers and all that. I just like to test the product. But when I opened this knife the first time when I got it from Spyderco, who, by the way, if I didn't mention, was kind enough to send this to me, I was really impressed by the product information in here about the steel and about the knife itself. It was just a lot of information I wouldn't have had otherwise. It was not really that clear online, and I'm not seeing any. I'm trying to think. I've reviewed, like, I don't know, hundreds of knives since I started this YouTube channel. I can't think of any others that have this kind of level of information about their product in there. And what that kind of tells me is that not only do they care about their product, but it's not just a product to them. They are knife people. Spyderco is not just a company that sells a product, which happens to be knives. And if you get a chance to talk to any of them at any blade show or go to any kind of show, you get a chance to talk to any of the people that work there. You talk to, if you get to talk to one of the Glessners, the owners, you'll know right off the bat, yeah, they really do care. It's not just a job to them. It's not just a product to them. They're knife people. So anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on like that, but I think that's refreshing, because it's not always the case. I'll tell you the truth. Some companies, it's just about, this is a product and how many can we sell. I'm sure they want to sell knives, but they're also passionate about designing knives. So anyway, that being said, this is one of their premiums, kind of premium blades. Certainly, it's not a low budget. Made in Taiwan from Maxamet steel. Spyderco is, like, again, one of the very few companies that have figured out how to take Maxamet steel and make really good blades out of it. And man, yak shaving sharp, super lightweight, butter smooth with the compression lock, and the really comfortable wire pocket clip, tip up, by the way. It checks all the boxes, and if you're looking for a really well-made, very, very functional and very lightweight knife, man, this could be a good choice for you. That's the Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight in Maxamet. I'm telling you, good steel. Anyway, that's it. I really appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.